All right, welcome back. This is Daily Duos number 2. We have Alex and Bailey, who is currently known as Fat Squirtle 35869. Awesome name, I guess, or terrible name, either or. Nonetheless, these guys absolutely slayed out in the most recent Elite Cup. It kind of just shows me how ahead of the rest of the region they are. For day 1, they finished with 94 eliminations. The next highest on day 1 of the Elite Cup in OCE was 82. After that, it was 70 and then 61. So they had a massive gap between them and the rest of the pack. So let's talk about what's going on. This is going to be a 20 elimination game. And let's look at the fights, because I'm interested to see, one, are they going to play like this when it comes down to the top players in the world? And two, are they doing anything crazy that's going to make them be able to do this against the top players in the world? So far, all they've done is farm, so we'll speed this up. Probably gonna keep it on Alex's POV for most of the time, because don't really care for Fat Squirtle. So just in case you guys weren't familiar, OCE happens before the Chrome stuff was captured and stopped. So we are going to be seeing some Chromes. Looks like they found some opponents, and this will be likely their first elims. Now those guys just keep going. So they already opened one vault. They got the vault at Coney, then have been flying around. Coney's definitely going to be the most active POI. Dead center of the map for the most part, has all these balloons and movement, so if you're trying to fight, go Coney. Let's watch this fight play out. So we see Alex getting up top, this player trying to run from the bush back to his teammate. That was a pretty successful play by those two opponents. Let's see how they approach this fight though. So there's multiple teams in the area. I'm sure these two know this by now. Yeah, they're already trying to protect themselves from that other team. And we see what Baily just did right there. He did a quick little 360, made sure no one was behind him, because you don't want to get third party. It's cool being the third party. Now the third party does. Oh no, this is the other team. They tried to make a play here. Baily makes him pay. And we notice how quickly, when that happened, Alex is going to get right to his teammate Baily. Now Fat Squirtle looking to see where that opponent went. This guy's just running away. We're going to quickly chrome and then chase. And this guy only gets so far. Gets him from the backside. Two players full forcing. And then taking a nice separate angle right there. So solid play, nothing crazy, nothing that tells me, you know, they're the most insane fighters in the world, but we'll continue to see what they got. Getting 20 elims in an Elite Cup, regardless of regions, is quite impressive. So let's slow this down here. I don't think they're actually going to get any elims, but we'll see. So this is smart. This is how most players should start fights and try and engage. The one thing you have to worry about is getting pieced. Like Alex is by himself, but if we go over to where he is, he has all those pieces here. But putting pressure on from this side, Alex is coming from this way, and then it focuses each player's attention. So either they need to make a play on one player or just continue to get pressured by both. So smart little pinch right there. Always good to see. And Alex is slowly taking pieces, but he overcommits there. With the double pickaxe, that's pretty much always a bad idea. And these players should be taking advantage of that because they got both players weak. But Alex and Baily quickly get back together. Turn these guys aside. Now it looks like they want to re-engage this fight. And I guess Baily calls it off. Nope. Just wanted to move to a different position and start shooting again. Now they fully call it off. Okay. Not a terrible idea to take a couple of shots as you leave to make those guys close up so they can't just continue to shoot at you as you're trying to run away. Now we see, I'm guessing these guys are going back for loot. Yeah. They knew there was a bunch of loot here. Might as well go get it. Now they can be fully stacked again. And they're staying chromed pretty much the entire time. It's definitely one thing that we've noticed. Alright, so they get attacked. As they get pressured, get a little closer. Both players, Prime and the Evo Chrome. 10 out of 10 would recommend using that. We see Baily taking a look right there, making sure he knows where Alex is before they're about to get involved in this fight. Puts himself on a wall. Cones the pieces, gives himself protection, but he's getting sprayed. Honestly, kind of lucky that more doesn't happen there, because he easily could have got himself in trouble getting sprayed, and then the player jumps in. But nonetheless, now they get back together. This will be a fight that these two will take slowly. We see they're just starting a piece. I believe Alex just set up a pre-edit right there. Yeah, he did. Trade a little damage. Gonna go back and heal. Pre-edit is now gone. Okay. Bold move by this guy, just sitting on a wall. It's not yours. Alex definitely could have taken a better peek, but nonetheless, it's the right play to do right there. It's to take that shot. The player's just sitting there. But now they have to slow down this fight, and both players are going to get a chance to heal again. These two have a good idea of like a singular focus, making sure they're always looking, doing the same things together, and then cleaning up that guy. Quickly box up the loot, holds, protect that all. Now they're chilling. Again, chroming pretty much every time they move. They saw that team up on the hill. Now it's a question of what are we going to do? If we look at the map, though, team up on the hill either has to go all the way through Tilted, or they're going to have to try and make it through this area where Alex and Baily are chilling. So Alex and Baily just going to let it happen. Wait for those guys to come through. Now they wind up walking right into the trap. Not a ton of damage off the start, but definitely enough to make it worthwhile. And these guys are very good. I've noticed whenever one of them gets weak, they quickly get back together, because they don't always start a fight together, but whenever anything goes wrong or someone takes too much damage, they quickly get back together and then play it from there. Now, if a team were to continue to put pressure on them, which we haven't necessarily seen yet, it may be a different story, but we'll see. Definitely like the use of the Evo Chrome ARs. I think we're seeing just how powerful they can be, and these guys are continuing just to put big shots onto players and tear through builds. Tearing through the builds is by far the best opportunity for it. And it looks like they're probably about to set up a pre-edit play here. Yep, Alex just did. Dude, what are these guys doing? This solo, either his teammate lied to him and said, yo, I'm down, or this guy just straight up took a 2v1 spray battle. A little aim duel action. We do see Baily pushes Alex in right there. They're able to get the weak one. Preemptively building their back off. And now Alex is going to get back to his teammate because he's weak. Again, a common theme within their gameplay. And now they know there's a solo below them, so this is only a matter of time. Both exploit in. Trying to find the opponent. Now they do. And I'm assuming it's only a matter of time before this guy gets third-partied or, yeah, GG's. Now in a straight, even fight, do not recommend what Alex just did because that player is going to shoot him back. But jumping in a box with the dude getting sprayed out in his back, knowing he's weak already, you're not going to get one pump because you're 200 HP. So you are, as long as you hit that shot, you know you got a good one. Oof. Almost got PC on him. So Baily wins his one. Alex now chasing. Not afraid to go into Storm to chase this kill. And then the pressure there from the Fat Squirtle. Gonna help them clean that up. Well, they do a good job when it's just a solo versus those two, quickly getting the right angle and then closing any space. That guy also, it was a 5-tick. That guy was not going to have much time there. All right, max HP. Looks like another one's... Oh, another team's coming up this way. So Baily putting pressure on. Then we see Alex comes in. Preemptive piece control here. Boom. Thank you for that shot. The Fat Squirtle's on the backside. This is a great pinch. He does whiff that shot, but... continued pressure from both sides. These kids were put in a blender right there. Literally blended. And they're like, oh, no. GG's. But that was really good by Alex to get ahead of those guys. Preemptively piece control that wall, although it wasn't, like, super beforehand. And then Baily continuing to put that pressure on just to make sure that that team winds up forcing their position into Alex, and then Alex is able to keep that. Looks like Baily's gonna get a knock here onto height at some point. These guys are always active this entire game. This is an Elite Cup lobby. This should be the best players in this region. And these guys just literally are running at everybody. They need nothing at this point. They have stacked loot. So we're able to get another finish. We're at 11 elims already. Got Chili Chugs. Gonna build up, try and play height in fifth zone. Now they're watching their backs. Doesn't look like anything happens here. They're just holding height, holding height. A little reinforcement there by Alex. And so as soon as zone pulls, they're going to throw the chili splash, get to front side here. And it looks like they're going to try and recrank. Yeah, they are. So Mesport, Mesport, and Oakley get forced down there. Dude, it looks like they're moving so fast on 2x with the chili chugs. And now they're just playing in 2 super high towers right now. Alex is going to lead the way. Zone's going to pull up in elevation. So if we look at where they're going, it's going over to this way. So even though they are high, if they stay at this level, it won't wind up being that high because everyone, as they go up this hill, is going to start moving higher and higher up, and they just stay here, and there'll only be a few layers in between these guys. So not a bad play. You can drop down if you want, but it's also not the worst thing in the world to stay up this high. Yeah, we see them drop down a layer or two, but not much. And then as they realize, okay, we're going up in elevation, you also need to go up in elevation. These guys looking to make a play on height. Quickly fried. Good focus to make sure there is one player quick deaded. And then they know it's only a matter of time. But now there's another player going for height. Interesting. Chili chug. The crank comes through. Dude, when you hit those, like 66 damage straight away. Alex is down below, and then Baily's just going to continue the pressure here. That team got forced off height. It's now theirs. Baily just needs to make it up. And does. Boom. They go so high. These plays for height are so high. That can be dangerous. But now there's just way too many builds in the way for someone to even look up and chop them out. There's just way too much going on when we're going back over builds here. These kids are just they're gonna fry everybody. So this is great by Alex here, getting on the back of someone's tarp. And what you're trying to do is shoot through like the area that they're tarping. So like, let's say you're tarping straight this way, right? Typically, you leave your back open, so then Alex is going to get on the backside. Baily's going to be shooting from the side and get their full attention. Alex just cleans that up. It's pretty common what we've seen now, either to piece the front side of people or to try and get behind somebody on the backside of Storm, like what we see Alex doing right now. See, and now he goes for the piece. Boom. That guy's got no hope. He's 1 HP. GG's. Fat Squirtle got that other one. No mats, though. Oh, my goodness, dude. Oh, my goodness. So they're just bullying this lobby. This is just rude. Straight rude here. So much ammo. The only thing they don't have is mats. Like, they easily win heal off. Gave Baily a little bit of mats there. Again, the preemptive piece on the front side, trying to get that. Does everyone rock this skin in this region? Alex gets the refresh there. And they do a good job. Did he just get the mythic? Yeah, he has the mythic. That's how much damage. That's like 2.5k damage. And this is just mean. Like, look at that. Now these players are done. Rude. Just straight rude. But even in the end, like, when things could be going wrong, they're playing well of going for multiple different angles here, closing it out, and then they're not going to wind up winning because of the person. Oh, wait. He didn't figure out the chrome thing yet. He's just playing. Good for this guy to get that heal off, but he ain't making it back in the storm. Plus, these guys have so many heals. He's just another Elim. Wild. Absolutely wild. These guys just bullied this entire lobby with ease. It seemed like that whole game was so easy for them. I'd be interested to watch like an Elite Weekly Cup and see how they do, because what's going on outside of the weekly finals is just straight bullying. And if you go look at their placements, They have, some off games, but then it's like 15 elims, 20 elims, 15 elims. It is absolutely absurd how good these two are.